Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. It's Tuesday morning. Sorry I didn't get around to doing this yesterday. This podcast today, we're going through my week in numbers. Obviously, yesterday was my course launch. It was the last day, and as you can imagine, it's a bit mental. Not mental as in I'm doing loads of things. It's just that obviously I'm preoccupied with launch. Okay, to answer some of your questions. Yes, I know it's a hell of a lot of emails to send out and sales, patter, etc. And I know it's going to piss some of you off. However, I genuinely believe in the course, and I genuinely believe it can be life-changing for other people. So that's why. That sounds douchey, I know, but I genuinely believe it can be. And that's why we sent out so many emails, over the course of the week. Because ultimately, two things, I want to change people's lives and I want to make some money. And also, I do believe after every 4 months, if I can just have a week of selling, I don't think that's bad. I think 4 months of value, asking for nothing, and then say, boom, there's my course. If you want it, buy it. There's still value there as well. So, yeah, the next time it's launching, it might be a little bit different. We might mix and match the course up. It might never be available as a one again. By the way, I'm not selling. It's gone. It's gone. You can't hide it now. And so, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do, but it'll be in the winter because if I'm honest, it takes a hell of a lot out of you. People ask me, the other question is, people ask me, how has it gone? And ultimately, the first couple of days, it went rubbish. Rubbish. I was like, oh my God, saturate the market. And then the last few days, Avalanche's opened and we got tons and tons of sales. And we passed that magic 6-figure mark of course sales. So I can't believe that this all came from people asking me questions and me thinking, I can't answer the same question again and again and again, but I do a course. Oh, if I put that in the course, where I put this in the course, if I put this in the course, where I put this in the course, and then 6 figures later. But it's not like I'm taking it, running with it, and anything like that. Because my wife was like, well, don't change my life. What does it matter? It's all going back into self-storage because why? If I can get like at least a 30% return from self-storage, why would I take that money and buy a car or something? It just don't make any sense. And so today I'm actually going to visit a site that we might be buying. And the good thing is it just alleviate some of them cash flow worries because obviously self-storage is all, when you expand it as quick as, quick for me, when you expand as quick as we are, then it just feels as though there's always cash flow problems around the next corner. So having this course to sell, it definitely helps. Without a doubt, it definitely helps and makes me feel a little bit more relieved and we can push on again and open another site. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we've got 6 sites at the minute. Hopefully we'll have 8 by the end of the year. That's the aim, and then 15 by the end of next year. I know. And what did I say? The biggest risk to people in self-storage is overtrading. Hello. Here I am, going mental. Anyway, so no course, chit-chatting out for the next few months, and just relax. And trust me, I know it can be a lot for you lot, but to plan out the content and try to weave it into course sales, and then it's a lot. It takes a lot of time and effort, and then you don't want to be too salesy, but you want to push it out there. It certainly works. Pushing it out there certainly works. Asking for the sale definitely works. Showing testimonials definitely works. But it's a lot of effort. And then talking to mentors in the course industry, listening to what they're saying, taking their advice, structuring certain things, certain ways. Oh, I can't lie. I am so relieved. It's all over for another 3 or 4 months, whenever it is. Anyway, no more course sales talk. Right, let's talk. I'm going to share my screen. Yeah, screen, desktop, here we go. Right, so let's talk about my weekly figures. There we go, 303 opens yesterday. Yes, a bit less than normal, but because of the sales. Right, so here we go, we're sharing the screen anyway. Right, so last week was 145 quotes, as you can see here. It was one of the biggest weeks we've ever had. I think at Willoughby, it was the most we've ever had in 8 years. So it was incredibly amount of quotes. Really, really good. So these are the headlines, by the way. 200. This comes from my Mr. Self Storage newsletter. If you're not a member, MrSelfStorage.com. Sign up there, send you a daily newsletter, and in 4 months, I will sell you every single day for a week. No, it's actually in 5 days. 5 days, you lot. All right. 145 quotes. So it was plus 270 square foot for the week. So you want to be a little bit more in the summer, but we've got loads of pipeline, loads of quotes in the pipeline. Reservations 33. So that was a conversion rate of 23%. Normally we hit over 25%. Move-ins was 28. That's a conversion rate of 19%. So I think that we can do better there. If you want to see Willoughby, concerns, awesome, whatever's good and bad, if you've seen the video, you can see exactly what I'm looking at. And here, Clough Road, Mansfield, exactly, you can see the concerns, the slight concerns, the okay, the good, the awesome, etc. Let's get into the good stuff of the money. Willoughby, all right, let's tell you what we took. We took last week £53,085. So a really, really, really good week for revenue. It was 4,800 at Mansfield, 4,600 at Wrexham, 8,900 at Clough Road, 3,700 at Beverley, and it was 31,100 at Willoughby. I've got my son just popped in, hey mate. Go take him to school soon out. We're just doing the podcast, mate, talking about the revenue and the figures we did last week. 33 reservations last week, 4 booked online. That was a 12% reservations booked online. We're going to try and push that. We're going to try and get it a bit higher in a minute. James was top dog with 17 reservations. Holy moly, James. That was awesome. Charlene is fast approaching now. She's coming up. She was 5. Angela was 5. JP, 17 reservations. I think that has to be some sort of record in the team. Well done. Right, on to Willoughby, because we've got 6 minutes before we've got to go to school, do we? Right, amount of quotes at Willoughby, 47 quotes. That's mental. Reservations, 16 reservations. That's a conversion rate of 34%. Quote to reservations. We had 14 move-ins. You all right, dude? All right, mate. I'll be soon. We had, 14 move-ins, and that was a conversion rate of 30%. Really, really good there. We moved in 1,380 square foot. Was it? 1,330 square foot. Can't bloody see it. The amount of times the van was rented out was 5 times. The van was rented out 5 times out of 7. We moved out 1,015. So do you remember me last week saying I hope to be neutral at Willoughby? We beat neutral. 315 square foot up. 17 internal rooms moved in, 12 moved out, 361 internal rooms occupied. We've got 48 containers occupied at the minute. 2 car parking spaces, and the site is currently 81%. Well, 80.99 if we want to get precise. We sold £78,000 worth of insurance last week. That's an average of 5,500-ish, 5,600. So a little bit below where I want to be. This next week is going to be a toughie. We've got 11 move-ins due for 825. We can only control the move-ins. We can't control the move-outs. But that means 1,240 square foot due to move out. So a bad week, we're gonna lose about 400 square foot. So fingers crossed we can be neutral this week. It'd be great. Clough Road, 41 quotes at Clough Road, 9 reservations. That's a conversion rate of 22%. We had 7 move-ins for a conversion rate of 17%. We moved in 735. We moved out 425. That's 310 square foot net. Average insurance was £5,000 per move-ins. Again, a little bit below. The amount of move-ins due this next week, this is good. 11 for 860 square foot. And we're only going to move out 2 for 125. So we should be 750-ish up. Maybe even hit 1,000 square foot up at Clough Road. That would be crazy. Beverley's a slight concern. I don't know what's happening, but people aren't reserving. 9 quotes at Beverley. No move-ins, no move-outs. 0% conversion rate. This is the beauty about a mature site, because we're not moving anybody in. It's not really moving the needle too much. And so we moved out 80 square foot, which means we're 78% occupied. So it's not the end of the world. No moving is due this next week, but 50 square foot due to move out. Somebody said to me, we've been in self-storage a while, he said, sometimes, Dean, we don't know what happens, but some sites do well, other sites do poorly. And then it flip-flops, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. Sometimes you've got to roll the punches. And I was like, that's all right for you to say, but I've got a charge over my house and I'm in debt for well over 7 figures. But yeah, I do understand the principle, and I do need to settle down sometimes instead of worrying about what comes in and out, and just take an overall view of it. Amount of quotes at Wrexham, 17 quotes at Wrexham. We had 4 reservations. That's a 24% conversion rate. 3 move-ins. That's a 18% conversion rate. We had 445 square foot move in. We had 595 move out, so we lost 150. The average insurance was 7,666. Next week, we're due to move in 4 for 320 square foot, and we're due to move out 2 for 170, so a plus week there. Mansfield, 30 quotes, job done, brilliant. Amount of reservations, though, only 4, that's a 13% conversion rate. 4 move-ins, 13% conversion rate. We moved in 335, we moved out 460, we're down 125 there. We've got 131 internal rooms occupied. Hopefully you keep it up with me, guys. I just realised the time and I've got to go. We've got 15 car parking spaces rented out. We've got 1 container free at the minute, so we've got 19 containers. We've got store occupancy is 54%, 54.34. Average insurance was 4,750. This next week, we've got 3 move-ins for 165 and 2 move-outs for 150. So it should be a positive week. Glasgow, 1 quote, no reservations. Boo. It's actually really quickly on Glasgow. It's good because Glasgow hasn't flown like the rest of them. And to be honest, it's my fault because we haven't done a lot of what we've just opened and thought it'll be all right. Container site, it'll come. But no, it hasn't. And so therefore, we aren't really opened yet. We've got problems with the gates and stuff. So at the minute, no key. I'm trying to sort out. We don't actually know why it's not working. Who knows? And so, yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a plan of action and think, right, okay, Dean, you think you're really good at self-storage? What are you going to do with Glasgow? Don't know yet. I'll think of something, but it'll get rocking and rolling. Total reservations, 33 reservations for the week and 28 move-ins. Google Analytics, we had 607 website visitors new. That means it was a conversion rate of 5%, so the website is performing well. Average steps was 18,462 daily, and went to gym twice, ran 23 miles. Boom. Look at them bad boys. Oh my God, that's embarrassing. Right, before I embarrass myself anymore, I'm going. Do you want to say bye, Zach? Bye. See you later, guys. Love you. Appreciate you. Bye. And there we go. We're on me and ta-ta-ta.